Hello and welcome to Beyond the Cocaine, the story of living nightmare. Tonight, a band so destructive, so insane, so crazy, that they couldn't keep themselves together for one single record.
I came in the band after Wade left. I regret it. That's what happened.
How did you first join the band?
I mean, I fucking fell in love with this band first time I heard them.
How did you feel when you heard the news about the band?
Devastated. Devastated.
Few bands have the legend of living nightmare. Maybe Guns N' Roses, maybe Motley Crue.
I regret meeting Teddy. I regret knowing Teddy. I regret dating Teddy.
But no one has a Teddy Spaghetti Lawrence, a Trish the Dish Roberts, Ricky the Thorn Holland. Good evening. I'm Blubbert Smack, and tonight we are going to talk to the band themselves, formerly Living Nightmare, now the Deadites.
Ask me a fucking question before it. How did you first get involved with the band?
Oh, it's a great story.
I joined the band. Ricky brought me into the band. We were in this band called Fish Heads way back in the day.
Fish Heads! That was a fun time, man. That was like one of the best years of my life. You know, we were young, we were hungry for it. We even took a Polaroid that we hoped would someday be on our album cover, and it was all of us going.
What was the first song that you heard by them?
I'll never forget it. It's fucking, the devil killed your baby. I just fucking work here.
The music, I don't regret, except for fucking sports. The worst song.
Worst
Was
song.
not my idea.
Second single off of a triple platinum record.
The reason I wanted to walk off stage from the beginning.
It's gonna seem like an outside of the box question, but how do you respond to the two Romulans that broke onto the ship Enterprise and were in search of the sword Excalibur?
How'd you first meet Teddy Spaghetti Lawrence?
Oh, you're talking to me.
Well, Teddy Spaghetti and I were friends growing up. Thought it'd be cool. It was always a dream to be a rock and roll star, and I saw my opportunity and I got it.
I think I'm really, offended by really most of the regulations that the Federation has put into place. So how'd you first join the band?
The band? They joined me. Good people, Teddy and Wade. We found each other and we jammed. We had good sessions, man. Everything was good. They keep secrets and keep everything tight.
I was, at the time, wasn't in the band. I was studying to be a ventriloquist dummy.
The place was a disaster. As soon as I joined, though, everything got pretty cool. Pretty good at just keeping everything chill. So we did a really good job. There was no drama because they were so dramatic all the time before. People were like dying and fighting and like destroying hotels. Ridiculous. In show business, you really don't need a lot to aggravate you. You know, these days, those days, any days,
So
Wednesdays.
More it stays the same, more it changes, etc., etc., etc.
That's really deep. I'm gonna use that next time.
I think that their goals and their aspirations are really there to reunite the universe and the galaxies as a whole. But in order to do that, there's so much control that you have to exude in order to create a proper rule structure system that.
I was just at a record store and I was just playing, and Teddy was there. He was looking for records. And I was like, dude, I got the perfect record. And he was like, hey man, you play guitar? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, you want to play in my band? And I was like, Yeah.
And I hear it in my head right now, man. I hear it. It's just like, yeah! Fell in love, man. I was like, I gotta fucking be part of that.
I think it just becomes too much, fanatical or fantastical or, fantasia even. You get like North Korea, you know what I'm saying? You get these situations that like Vietnam, like we're out there, like our men are dying, like this shit is like, it's not a rocket science, so.
Where does the nickname Whirlwind come from exactly?
Whirlwind, man, it's how I enter a room. I come in, it's like the wind is blowing. It's like one of those movies, you see it, and like everybody separates. You have somebody comes into the room and it just opens up. That's me.
What made Ricky bring you into the band at that time? Speaks for itself, I suppose.
Pretty much.
Everything about rock and roll, I think, it's pretty awesome. The lifestyle is amazing. I get to rock out whenever I want. I get to wear some tight pants.
I was in this club, and Teddy sees me, and he walks over to me and says, "Hey, you play bass, dummy?" I was like, "Oh my God, how did he know?" It was like he had a fifth sense or something. So that's how I joined, and I played bass for the band.
Hurricanes and tornadoes destroy things. Whirlwinds, they just sweep you off your feet, man.
It's rather romantic. I didn't know you were so poetic.
Well, when I say sweep you off your feet, I mean it like whiskey, man. You just hit the ground and you don't get up for 8 hours or so.
You gotta look at it from someone else's perspective sometimes. And those Romulans, where did they come from? Like maybe they were poor children. And they grew up in a different set of rules in a different country. Maybe it was like, no country for old men because you die real young, Like, I don't know. Sometimes it's just like, let them have the sword, Fuck.
Titty jammers.
Titty jammers. Titty jammers. Titty jammers.
Titty jammers.
Titty jam.
Teen pregnancy is wrong! There are so many that are pregnant from my hands. I'm so sorry for those who do not want or consent to my actions. Don't pork teens! It's not right! They agree too.
Like we got a fucking choice? Jesus Christ, kid. Save some for the rest of us.
Are you older than 18?
I need an adult.
Shit!